Alright, so now that we reviewed ethos, pathos, and logos, which is, again, all right here if you guys are still a little confused, okay? We're going to watch this beauty infomercial with the one and only Cindy Crawford, okay? And your bell ringer for today, I want you to, you don't have to necessarily make a table. If you want to put just like ethos and list some things, pathos list some things, logos list some things, okay? That's fine. So I want you to document an example of each in the infomercial.
On like a document?
Yeah, or you could just do like a text table. Let me show you. So like if I wanted to just submit text, Aaliyah, I could just put ethos, pathos, logos. You don't have to necessarily make a table. Okay? Are we ready to watch the Cindy Crawford do her thing?
I don't know who that is.
She's a major supermodel from the 80s and 90s. Okay. So list out where the ethos is, the credibility, where the pathos is, the emotion, and the logos where the logic is. I think it takes a while to start.
Yeah, it says this beginning.
Oh, there we go.
Discover the natural secret that's helped Cindy literally turn back the clock on visible aging.
Hosted by Valerie Bertinelli, with special guests from Gossip Girl and NCIS.
Brought to you by Guthrie Rinker.
Hi everyone, I'm Valerie Bertinelli, here in Hollywood together with an amazing group of ladies. And we're all very excited because in just a few minutes, supermodel Cindy Crawford is going to come out and share how she manages to look so good and so youthful at age 43. In fact, Cindy was recently featured wearing not a drop of makeup in People magazine's 100 Most Beautiful People issue. Whatever she's doing, it's obviously working. So if you're curious to learn Cindy's secret and find out how you can put it to work for your skin, keep it right here.
Cindy Crawford is amazing.
She's a supermodel. She's gorgeous.
You know, she's a mom and she's active. Her skin is beautiful and obviously she's doing something right. I want to look like Cindy.
For more than 15 years, Cindy seems to have defied the aging process. Her skin is remarkably youthful, free of lines or wrinkles. Is it magic? Or could Cindy have a real secret to lasting youth?
Cindy's been around doing this since she was a young woman, and she's 43 now. Nobody lasts that long in her business. Only Cindy has. She's proud to say, I am 43 and I look great, which is pretty fantastic. And we all want to know, what is Cindy Crawford's secret?
The secret to Cindy's wrinkle-free skin is French anti-aging specialist Dr. Jean-Louis Sabag.
His youth-enhancing treatments are so miraculous, he's been hailed as the skin magician, the wonder doctor, and even the youth guru.
Dr. Sabag is one of the most sought-after skin doctors on earth, with models and VIP clients who flock to him for his exclusive treatments and formulas.
Dr. Sabag, I mean, he's my guy. It's like, I'm not even looking. It's like when you marry the right guy, you're done, you're not looking. Well, he's just so ahead of his time in terms of anti-aging.
So what special magic does Dr. Sabag have that's kept Cindy Crawford looking so youthful for so long?
His secret lies in a remote region in the south of France.
At a secluded natural field, scientists have cultivated a rare melon containing a powerful super antioxidant.
Which one's pathos? Emotional.
Okay, I was going to show you guys the whole like 15-minute long infomercial. Let me turn the lights real quick. All right, what are your thoughts? What was a pathos appeal? Emotional. First.
It showed a transformation from when she was 28 to 43.
Okay. So how did that make you get emotionally invested?
Because she can change, and she's still beautiful.
Or was that a logical appeal?
Probably pathos, because most things are fake in Hollywood.
Well, that's not the appeal, right? The appeal is, are they appealing to your emotions, or are they appealing to, are they giving a logical appeal is what I'm asking. Because by showing you a transformation, is that like proof that this is working?
Yeah.
Is that what you put, Aaliyah?
Well, I put it in pathos, but it could be used.
It could be used for either. Okay. So explain why it's emotion.
Because we all want that. So, like,
Okay.
when we look at someone with that, it's like us yearning for that.
Okay, good.
And you always look at someone and you're like, wow, I wish I had that.
Especially models and celebrities, right? Who
Yeah.
have crazy face skincare like this. Max.
They also mention her kids, like she's a mom and stuff, and I think that might.
Ooh.
It's like,
Okay, good. That also goes to what other factor than pathos?
is that ethos?
Credibility, right? The fact that she's a mom. Because who are they appealing to most likely?
Parents.
And moms. Okay. What about a logical appeal? What do you guys find for logic?
They use a doctor in the video to tell about the product and also what's in the product and the facts of the product.
Yes. Okay, so using a doctor would more go towards ethos, because that's credibility. But what the doctor does is they show exactly what his formula is, how the formulas work. Okay, and that's more towards a logical appeal. Max?
Well, we didn't really see. There's at the very end that you were talking about melon, like something. So would that be logic?
That would be logic, yeah, because they were going to go into like the ingredients of the seeds that they're pulling, which that's a little old. But nowadays, what's the big? Girls are more likely to know because they're just skincare more. What's the big hit in skincare nowadays? Botanicals, right? Natural infused products that come from plants. So this was kind of like before its time, so that's what everything has nowadays. Like, all natural, made from cantaloupe. It's like, sold, I'll pay $80 for it. Okay? Good. So do we feel comfortable with our ethos, pathos, and logos? Okay? Go ahead and submit whatever you have, documenting each section. I thought that was kind of a cool assignment to look at a video like that. Was that not as cool as I thought it was going to be?
Thank you. That was very great.
Okay.
I mean, it helps you understand.
Okay. I thought it was better than me just like lecturing on ethos, pathos, and logos.
Yeah.
Where do you turn it?
Alright.
Where is the button? Go down all the way to the bottom. It's the submit button.
There's a button that says submit there, Max. While you guys are finishing up submitting that, we're going to go over, we went over the body paragraph for an argumentative essay yesterday, correct? So today I wanted to hit intro paragraph, and then next Tuesday we're going to hit conclusion, so you're kind of like front-loaded with the information for how to write it before I ask you to actually write the draft. Okay, so today we're going over this, and you're going to have all the rest of class to work on your graphic organizer to get prepared for writing. Okay? Same rules as yesterday, please. I don't want to see you on your computers just to be on your computers. If you're taking notes, you're more than welcome to keep your computers open. Okay? One time, my freshman year of college, I had a professor walk down the aisle in like a class of like 300 people and hit my computer with his like pointer stick because I wasn't paying attention. Now I know. I'm like, this is why I drove this man crazy. The intro paragraph. Okay. The intro paragraph can be seen as an upside-down triangle. Alright? It starts with the hook or the attention getter. Can someone elaborate on me what that means? Yeah, Leah.
It's something at the beginning of your essay that's going to make the reader want to actually read it instead of just, like, being bored.
How are you going to grab the reader's attention? Okay? Max. Yeah, so you could use something ethos, pathos, logos, okay, to kind of draw you in. You can use a question, a definition.
Can't you use a quote or
Quote or statement that kind of is like jarring.
like a fact?
Yeah, to kind of like get the reader invested. Totally. Okay. Next, background info. Blech. This is where it narrows the topic down even further, okay? So you're like, here's this cool thing that grabs your attention. Now I'm going to give you the information you need to understand my essay, okay? So someone give me their controversial essay topic that they're doing. Anyone? What have you decided on?
The positive negatives of
Social media? Okay. So you might provide background information on social media use. Okay. Especially in teens, because that's what the prompt is asking, right? So you might provide all the background information on that topic so the reader can understand your argument. Okay. Is anyone doing education versus prison? You might do that one. Okay, so that prompt asks, argue whether the United States values education or prison law. So you might provide some background information on where that issue comes from. Okay, so you might provide some information on the number of prisons and the number of schools in the United States. All right, or you might say how many people are incarcerated right now versus in school, just to kind of like lay out some background information. Okay, then you're going to dig into the facts in your essay. If you're doing the woman in power one, you might include some information that's like well known, like the gender pay gap. Okay, you might include that, which is a woman generally makes 77 cents to every man's dollar. Yeah.
Is this supposed to be in the background information, or is this just supposed to be like saying what you're talking about?
The background information is because you're going to have something to do with your topic up here, right, in the hook. Somehow you're going to like get the reader understanding that you're going to be talking about some sort of issue like this. The background information is just talking more about that issue. Okay?
But would you use, like, if you were doing the woman thing and then the wages, whatever,
yeah.
the money gap, if you include that in the background info, couldn't that be a reason?
Yeah, it could be one of your main body points. So, like, if that's one of your main arguments, then don't use that in your intro. You'll just give background on the fact that, like, you might say something such as, many people are interested in understanding why there are not as many, or understanding why there is not as many women in positions of power. And because what the argument is that, like in the Senate, how many women are there? A handful. Okay? Your argument could be either women are not being pushed into leadership positions, while the other side might be like women aren't interested in those leadership positions, or women aren't born to be in leadership positions. Okay? So you're just going to lay out that initial controversy in your body paragraph. Don't get too specific because you want to save all the good stuff. Okay? Thesis statement. All right.
That's the main point you're trying to get across.
Yes.
In the entire essay.
Let me say this.
Wait.
We're going to go over this. Yes.
It also is going to talk about what your body
Yes!
say. Yeah, Carson's smart.
Exactly what you'll be discussing. My pen's all over the place again. Okay? For example, women are underrepresented in positions of power because there's still a gender pay gap. That means your first body paragraph will be about the gender pay gap. Women are not motivated or not pushed by educators to be in positions of leadership, which is actually a research study that girls are not pushed towards leadership roles. So my second body paragraph will be about that. And third, in looking at CEO, Senate, and political positions, women serve like 5% of the population. I'm making up a number. Serve 5% of the population. Okay? So my third body paragraph is going to be about how only 5% of women are in CEO positions, Senate positions, political positions. Okay? So I should not have a single fact that's like thrown out at me in your body paragraphs. That's not in your thesis. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. The hook, we just went over this. Here are some more ideas. This is on Canvas, whatever it's called. So if you're stuck on the hook, go back here, okay? Everyone's seen Lion King, correct? Do you remember the hook? simplest hooks of any movie, right? It's not using anything too crazy. It's just like laying out this scene that makes you want to know more about this world. Everyone knows the music, right? Everyone knows that it leads to Simba being like, with his little cub. My husband does it with my dog every day. I can't imagine when the baby actually comes. Huh?
Simba was the cub.
Oh, sorry. Who was the king?
It was actually Rafuku.
Mufasa.
Yeah, but it was the monkey.
It was Rafuku.
Okay, so you guys get it, right?
What? No, we don't. Can we finish?
We'll finish the classical music. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't watched this in like 15 years, so I cry every time when Mufasa dies. Can't do much. Alright, background information. Huh?
He dies?
No!
Provide more background info. Okay? Information about the prompts. Provide background or controversial topic. So, in an essay that we're going to be discussing, like a novel or text, you might want to introduce like a summary of the book. Okay? In a normal essay. So, I wrote, so there's a couple sample body paragraphs in here. Alright, is it better if lights are off?
Doesn't matter.
It's up to you.
I'll turn it off. So I feel like I'm going to trip over something. So, this was a body paragraph that I did about an argument over who was the best superhero. Okay? So, there are many superheroes in the world. There's my hook, right? Here's my background information. While there are other famous superheroes like Superman and Batman, there's one superhero that stands out, Wonder Woman. In the 2016 film Wonder Woman, Diana F. Themyscira saves the world from destruction. Okay? Lays out other superheroes that are well known. It lays out Wonder Woman. Okay? It lays out some background information on the film. Okay. Thesis statement. We went over this. Roadmap to your essay. It should tell me exactly what you're going to be discussing in your essay. All right. My thesis is right here. Wonder Woman is the best superhero because she is the only female superhero in the Justice League and she represents equality between men and women. Okay? Can you guess the prompt from that thesis statement?
Yes.
What's the prompt probably asking me? Why is Wonder Woman the best superhero? Or argue who is the best superhero, right? Robbie, you with me, bud?
Yep.
Okay. Is it clear what the writer will be discussing? What are my, I only used 2 examples here, but what would my 2 body paragraphs be about?
She's the only superhero.
Okay.
In Justice League, and she represents equality.
Yes, good. Okay. So here was your prompt again. After reading selections on the Age of Reason, studying persuasion, and researching reliable and trustworthy information on your own, argue which institution the United States values more, education or prison. Argue whether social media has a more positive or negative impact on developing youth and teens. Argue whether or not women are underrepresented in positions of power. Or another topic approved by me. Okay? Your argument should be laid out in a well-structured, well-supported, multi-paragraph argumentative essay. Remember to include support and address the counter-argument. Alright, so here's an argumentative body paragraph that I've laid out for you. Okay? Hook. Is bilingualism really an advantage? Background information. In today's society, parents, educators, and employers are all pushing for students to take a second language. So, Max, you see how I'm just laying out the controversy here? They cite information such as higher pay and better grades. Now, this argument is being brought to and questioned by the educational system. Many schools are considering whether or not to make taking a foreign language mandatory in school. In fact, here's my thesis. It should be mandatory for students to take a foreign language in school because the world is becoming increasingly globalized and interacting more. There's a pay gap between those who are monolingual and bilingual, and the ability to speak more than one language makes the person more culturally aware and knowledgeable. Do you see what my 3 body paragraphs are going to be?
Yes.
See that? Okay, good. Your thesis should be clear, simple. It is you answering the prompt, and then what your paragraphs are going to be about. It's that simple. Okay? Here's more information on the hook, just to go back to the intro. Okay? This is a little more information on each. That's it. Feel good about intro paragraph. Okay. So, what we're doing today. And again, you're not writing your essay yet, but I wanted to front load this so that I'm not like, hey, write your essay, and then as you're writing your essay, I'm telling you how to write an intro paragraph. Okay? Where are my modules? All right. So, introduce graphic organizers due Sunday at 11:59. All right? Complete your argumentative graphic organizer by Sunday at 11:59. If you're one of those people that something like this does not work for your brain, eventually, okay? You can do an outline. That's fine. All right? So here's what it looks like. Here's what I think. Main idea. What's going to go here?
Your topic.
Topic and your thesis statement, correct? Here are my reasons. Okay? Yeah, Max?
Are we, when we write the thesis part, are we including the reasons and then we're writing the reasons again?
No. You'll put, I'm sorry, like half your thesis. What's your stance on the issue? That's what I meant. Yes. And then these are all going to go into your thesis eventually. Okay? I did 4 in case you want to do 4 body paragraphs. You only have to do 5. Okay? So,
okay.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, 5 total body paragraphs. Evidence to back my reasons. Okay? So what's the quote you'll be using? What's the quote you'll be using? This just gets all of your research done ahead of time before you start writing so you're not all flustered. Alright?
So we only have to fill 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Unless like you had a 4th point that you're like, ooh, this is really good and I could write an easy paragraph on this, go for it. If you want to do 5, sure. You could argue that. So here are some counter arguments to include. Okay? What are some of your counter arguments going to be? The opposite point of view. But here's why that argument is weak. What goes here? Rebuttal. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's your counter argument. You could argue that, but here's still why that argument's weak and mine's better. Okay. Then there's a little spot for conclusion. Remember, your conclusion is basically restating the thesis, kind of a call to action. Okay. So with all of this information, what now? Remember how in the body paragraph from yesterday, one of my you okay, Ron? Need some water, Ben?
I'm fine.
Okay. Remember in my concluding sentence in that sample yesterday, it was like, therefore, teachers should pay attention to how much homework they're assigning because it's cutting into kids, whatever. And I call it action is more to teachers, right? Like teachers, hey, maybe we should pay attention to what kids are doing after school. That was kind of my call to action, okay? So in your conclusion, after looking at all of this information, what? What should we do about it? Okay? So, let me pause this real quick.